Assistive Technology, Tools for Independence, Paul and AT for Low Vision, Disability Network, Southwest Michigan.
Hi, I'm Max Hornick, and I'm an ADA specialist and systems advocate for Disability Network, Southwest Michigan. My pronouns are they, them, and theirs, and I'm here today with Paul, who will be sharing his experiences with assistive technology, also known as AT. AT includes any item, software, or product system that's used to maintain or improve the capacity of people with disabilities to function independently. Paul, will you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Paul Eklund. I work with Disability Network Southwest Michigan as an ADA specialist and systems advocate. And I've been doing that for about 17 years. And what helps me do my job is assistive technology. And I've got a number of different things here to be able to show you as far as what that is. The reason I need the assistive technology is that I have a visual impairment. I have very low vision. It's caused by macular degeneration, usually associated with elderly folks. But I acquired it at a very young age, about like 12 years old. The AT has been a lot of help for me. Some of the AT I'll go through with you. This is a little magnifying glass that has 3 lenses, each one with a different power. They can be used either 2 lenses that doubles the power or 3 lenses that triples the power, depending on what I need it to use for. And this is handy for me when I'm going into, like, say, a grocery store. I could use it to be able to read a label on a can of soup, be able to see what's in it and that sort of stuff. So this is very handy. You can get this at LS&S. It's a visual kind of catalog for low vision. And most of this stuff that I'm going to show you, you can buy through that catalog, LS&S. You can find it on the net. But that's not a cheap thing. This thing costs about like 30 bucks. Another thing I use is what you can see here off in the background right here. This is called a CCTV. It's a closed circuit television. It's meant to magnify, and as you can see, it magnifies this one document quite a bit. You can vary the magnification. You can focus it in so it's a little tighter. You can either do it black on white, white on black. That's so you get different types of high contrast. It has a platform underneath it so that you can write and take notes underneath. But it's not very portable. This is a rather heavy machine to be able to try it all around. And it's,
Yeah, it looks like.
Another one of those, it's a CCTV, but it's very much smaller. This is a little handheld one that I can bring with me anywhere I go to a meeting and pull it out, and I can then read the agenda, whatever, you know, and it works pretty good.
Very cool. Yeah, and I like how it's just like almost a little smaller than a smartphone, so really portable.
Another thing I tend to use is my iPhone. iPhone has capabilities of where you can have a voiceover, it's called. It's a system where the phone actually talks with you.
Speech on. Speech on.
So it will be able to tell me what's up. This is an app called KNFB Reader. It's Kurzweiler National Federation for the Blind, KNFB Reader. And what it is trying to do is get ready for taking a picture. So I can take this document that I had under the CCTV and I'll snap a picture of it. And in a very short period of time, it is now reading the document I just took a picture of. And that's pretty handy for like meetings. And I use it even when I go to a restaurant and I take a picture of the menu. And then I don't have to just have my magnifying lens trying to read the menu. It just reads it to me. Final thing I'll show you. Well, one of the final things, I guess, because I got a couple things that I do with this. I don't know if you can see my computer screen.
I can see most of it, yeah.
Okay. Well, it has a program on it called Zoom Text that magnifies pages and reads to me. So if I go down here and I pull up a document,
Word 23rd, nursing home final report 701,082.7 DOCX compatibility mode Word.
and I'm not sure if you can hear that.
Modifying 230.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, well, that's reading that document to me.
Blank.
This makes that document very accessible to me because it can magnify, as you can see, and I can increase or decrease the magnification.
1. 1.8. 8.
So it can get pretty large.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can make it real big on there. Cool.
Find bullet green a new CNA website.
So it all depends on how
4.
you want it to work for you. Right now, though, I think it's going out of style. It's manufactured by a company called AI Squared. I think they're moving toward a new program called Fusion that will end up bringing in JAWS, which is another application that you can get that's meant mainly for people that are totally blind. And so it will have all the functions of Zoom text and JAWS wrapped up in one program. It's rather expensive though. It costs about like, I think the price is over $2,000 for the program. If you want
Now, is that like a one-time expense though?
Yeah, I think it is. And I think that ends up giving you the rights to be able to have updates too. Zoom text cost me about $750 when it was out, and I don't think I can get that anymore. Luckily, it still works with a lot of programs, but I think the problem with Zoom text is that a lot of times it doesn't read web pages very well.
Gotcha. So JAWS is better for that function?
JAWS and that program I mentioned, Fusion.
Fusion. Gotcha.
With reading PDFs and web pages. The other program I use, because Zoom text doesn't work very well with PDF, it works. The program that I use with that one is called Acrobat Reader's Premier system, that you can end up taking a PDF and save it as a Word document. And so it takes the picture that's a scanned image of a page and uses optical character recognition programs to figure out where the words are and what they are. And then it turns it into a Word document and saves it. And once it's a Word document, Zoom text works very well with being able to read it. So I just convert PDFs into Word documents, and then I'm set.
Nice.
I think that's about it.
All right.
I use.
Do you want to comment a little bit about how using AT affects your life?
Sure, hold on a second. Let me just sort of get this out of the way so I can see what my camera is doing. There we go. Okay. Assistive technology has made a vast difference in my life, because without it, I would not be able to do my job. I would be very slow at being able to figure out what's on a document, being able to navigate the web without having the magnification systems on it. I'd be squinting maybe with a magnifying glass up to a screen to figure out where the cursor's at, and being able to sort of navigate and put it where I want it to be. And then trying to read what's on a screen that isn't magnified would be very difficult for me. I get slowed down quite a bit when I turn off my magnification systems. The other thing that helps me is the screen reader, because a lot of times when you blow it up really large, like when people do speed reading, they're looking at phrases at a time and being able to take that in. When you blow that up so that you really can't see the phrases, you're just seeing words basically, it slows you down quite a bit in being able to read something fairly rapidly. So screen readers help me out, because the computer program will just read it for me and then listen to it. The one problem with some of the screen readers though is that like in the office, I use headphones because we live in a cube environment, it would be very distracting for my neighbors to be able to listen to all the verbiage coming out of my screen reader. So I just use headphones and that works fine, and they have quiet.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to share today before we wrap up our conversation?
I think that about does it. Yeah, that's what I use.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experiences with AT, Paul. Thank you in advance to our viewers for watching. Please share your thoughts and questions about AT with us, and we'll be sharing more videos about AT soon, so stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. Learn more about Disability Network Southwest Michigan at dnswm.org.